Hey everyone! Have you ever looked up a skyscraper or admire a uniquely designed building and thought, wow, who came up with that? Well, you are in the right place to find out. My name is Jae Jung and I'm an architect here in the vibrant city of Vancouver. Originally from Seoul, Korea, I moved to New York to pursue my studies, earning degrees from Pratt and Columbia University. After working in New York and Vancouver for several years, I have been licensed in both New York and British Columbia, Canada. Today, we are going to dive into the world of architecture, exploring what architects do and how you can become one. Let's get started. What is an architect? First off, let's define what an architect actually is. According to the Royal Architectural Institute of Canada, an architect is a person or entity registered, licensed, or otherwise authorized to use the title architect and to practice architecture in a province or territory. Do you understand it? I know it's not easy. Now, let's see what ChatGPT says in 50 words. An architect is a professional who designs buildings to ensure they are safe, useful, and aesthetically pleasing. Architects talk to clients to understand their needs, follow building rules, manage construction projects, use eco-friendly designs. They work with engineers and designers to create spaces that positively impact the community. To put it simply, think of an architect as a designer of large-scale objects. Just as someone designs a cup or a piece of furniture, architects design spaces where people live and interact. However, since this profession directly affects people's lives, the title architect is reserved for someone registered in state, province, or territory in US or Canada. To earn this title, architects must first obtain a degree in architecture from accredited school and then complete a few years of internship before being eligible to take the licensing exam. These requirements are slightly different in each state or province. In my case, I studied for 5 years at Pratt Institute and took another year and a half for graduate school at Columbia University. Then I worked for an architectural company for about 3 years before I was able to take the exams. The exam itself also took a year and a half to pass all the tests. As you can tell, this process takes time and dedication. Keep in mind that as buildings become more complex, more professionals are needed to bring the design to life. That's why it takes many years to master this field. Ever since I was young, I've been captivated by beautiful buildings and wanted to create them myself. This passion is why I chose this profession. Think of an architect as a conductor leading a team through complex challenges to create something amazing. Each completed project feels like a successful mission, and it feels pretty good to see the completed building as a creator and inventor. Now, let's see, what does an architect do? You might wonder, what exactly does an architect do? Our role extends from the early planning stages, like choosing a site and assessing environmental and social impacts, to overseeing the construction process and ensuring everything runs smoothly as a consultant to the owner. We coordinate with the builders and engineers to ensure that the building meets safety standards and is ready for occupancy. Every day brings new challenges and tasks, whether we are working solo or with a team. Let's dive into what projects architects typically work on. What type of building do we design? Let me show you some samples for better understanding. We design everything from single-family house to high-rise buildings. I've made some YouTube videos on how to design your dream home, so check that out. Also, we design commercial buildings, sometimes standalone or as a combination of commercial and residential buildings when the scale gets bigger. Sometimes we design interior spaces in commercial buildings called TI or tenant improvement. I also made a YouTube video, so check it out if you are interested. And depending on the client, we sometimes design very unique buildings. Let me show you one example. You might be interested. I was hired by a pastor who wanted to build a very unique chapel in Korea. It's for one family. I teamed up with a professor that used to work in Columbia University and came up with a unique idea of an egg-shaped building. As the floor area is suitable for one family, it has a very high ceiling and it is perfect for one family. Also, the egg is a symbol of a resurrection to Christians. However, it was not easy to find a builder who could construct a unique building. We searched for a long time and found a master boat builder in Bristol near Boston, USA. We carefully built 12 pieces as per our drawings, then shipped them to the site. You can imagine cutting an egg into 12 pieces and assembling it on site. The site was in South Korea. As the shipping container arrives at the site and the foundation was all ready, our team flew to Korea to oversee the assembly. It took a couple of weeks to finish the assembly, and it was so much fun. Sometimes this type of project is a bonus for an architect, but it is not easy to find a client who wants to build such a unique building. Now, let's see our daily routine and responsibility. First of all, we use computers a lot these days, like all other office job. The first thing I do when I get to my office is start my computer. It starts with the emails, phone calls, and meetings, both internal and external. Also, using software called Revit, we provide 2D and 3D design drawings to technical construction drawings. Meeting with the client is also essential. Understanding the client's vision is crucial. We discuss their preferences, budget, and timelines to ensure everything is clear before moving forward. Thanks to virtual meeting technology, we can update drawings in real time during meeting, which saves a lot of coordination time. Compliance with the building codes and managing bids are also part of our responsibility. We ensure our designs are safe and practical by regularly visiting construction sites and liaising with officials to secure the necessary permits. You might think it is a fun job, but there's also a lot of paperwork that can be pretty tiring. However, to become a seasoned architect responsible for their designs, you need to be knowledgeable, continuously learn and adapt to new things such as using AI and keep changing zoning bylaw and building code. Okay, now let's see what are the essential skills of an architect. Try to see some job description on websites like Indeed.com. You will get a better understanding. You need a strong design and representation skills. You need to know how to prepare working drawings, ability to prepare presentation drawings, excellent problem solving and organizational skills. You need to be a team player and more. It is a good idea to keep monitoring job posting when you are in school and try to develop these skills. If you are thinking about becoming an architect, here's my advice. Reflect deeply on this choice. Architecture is a demanding field requiring years of learning and experience. I recommend talking to professionals, possibly doing an internship and understanding what day-to-day work involves. Many find they need to pivot their career path during or after their studies. It is a long journey but incredibly rewarding for those who are truly passionate. Okay, let's wrap up. Remember that architecture isn't just about designing buildings, it's about creating environments that shape how people live. Whether it's designing homes, offices, or entire urban landscapes, there is something in this field for everyone. I hope this video has given you a clearer insight into what it means to be an architect and helps you or your children consider whether this might be the right path. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the world of architecture. I see you in the next one. Thank you.